When I think of the word identity, I think what comes to mind is flux, right? And something that's undetermined, that's constantly changing, constantly becoming, constantly negotiated. And so there's nothing fixed about it. It's something that you are constantly on the journey towards.
Your identity is messy, it is muddy, it is sticky, it is everything and nothing. That's what identities are to me. I don't think there's any one identity existing in one person.
I don't look at identity as my identity is this or it's that. I think I tried to look at it as my identity a second ago was this, and because I'm listening to this right now, it could perhaps be this in the next 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
I wanted to create a world, even the setup, right? There was the whole red wool like running from the ceiling, and my performers were demarcated in. There was red rope that kind of separates them very distinctly from the audience members, because I wanted to create that world of identity and identity formation and trying to figure out what's what in the zoo. And so in the beginning, I wanted the audience members to kind of walk into that setup of the world, to see the performers literally set up this world, set up their feelings, journaling their thoughts and hanging them. So it's this like bleeding sky of feelings and thoughts and opinions, and that the audience members see that being set up, and it kind of just brings the work a little bit closer to everyone in the space, because you see the intimacy and the intricacy behind it.
I think performance is...
You don't feel it? We feel it. You don't feel it?
an offering, really, right?
That's what I want in your class. Yeah? I want moving across the space.
An offering, and there has to be another party outside of yourself to receive or reject.
Move! You come on the ground, the way you click on the floor, move from one side to the other. Move from one side to another.
And that could be anything. That could be a meal, and then your audience, or your tasters don't like it. That could be a piece, and the audience doesn't get it.
To the audience to witness after all of this structure and quiet and peace, then there's just, yeah, can also have the things happening up here as opposed to here. It just creates volume in your body as well. Yeah?
So
you're
all around that,
yes.
Like this, especially works like this, where it's like not really dance, but it's movement, but it's not really acting, but it's, you know, where is it? And I think performance then is that idea of offering, to offer to a willing recipient or an unwilling recipient, but just there needs to be a give and a take. That's really what performance is about.
My journey started since first year, actually, with Manoko as a fellow performer. This year I've begun to experience as a choreographer.
When Shoresa release Shoresa, everybody falls.
And it's been a very pleasant experience. We've been on lots of pieces together, and we've kind of seen what kind of choreographers we like.
For me, as a first timer coming into a production in this department and coming into a choreographer that is so kind and understanding, it's been great. She's very, you know, she knows how to push you, but like, it's not like a I want to cry after she speaks to me type of thing.
7, 8, 9. Yeah. And then you guys finish with it. I mean, I think the body is definitely a text. The body has memory, and the body has language in itself, right? But because I understood that some of my cast members are not necessarily physical theatre performers or have not done physical theatre before, I needed to start at a point where they were comfortable with. So with certain people we started with text, and with certain people we started with movement, right? And we also did viewpoints, and viewpoints is just basically an exercise where the group comes in, they do grid work, but they also work with gestures, with repetition, with walking, running, stopping, all of those things, right? But in the view text, I also allowed them to have text, because I understood that some people are a lot more comfortable with spoken word as opposed to the body as text. And so we needed to start at a place of comfort, and then from the comfort kind of branch out.
I'm someone who enjoys moving. I think that's one of my first loves, is just to move, is to find myself in a space where I'm able to articulate things with my body. I'm not a huge fan of speaking. Like, I really would rather not speak. And I think it hasn't been difficult in terms of figuring out how to translate the energy and the ideas and the thoughts from the mind into the body. But I think what has been difficult is finding new ways to do it.
I think I have achieved the thing that I hope to achieve, and that was really being part of a movement piece or a physical performance piece, simply because of like my relationship with words and wanting to move away from explaining myself using words, and finding a different medium and a different language. And I think I've accessed that language, and giving access to then other people using that language as opposed to giving words to people to try and figure me out, or to not even figure me out, to try and read me.
I think the group dynamic has definitely like impacted how I perceive myself as a performer, or how worried or how anxious I am about my own personal performance. Because immediately when we started, we left room for each other in the piece. Like, we get on stage, you understand that you have a responsibility to your cast members, but also that means you have a responsibility to yourself. So I came in, the energy was good, and then I could feel everyone welcoming me as much as I am welcoming them.
I feel good but nervous. I think Betwixt really raised the standard, like, for me, in terms of what I'm capable of doing. So now there's pressure on myself from me to see what else I can do. So I'm nervous in that sense too. I'm nervous about what is next, but I'm also excited because now I know that I am capable, because I've done it. You know, it's just about doing it again. So yeah, I feel good, nervous, but excited as well.
Give this
Comment
video a
down
thumbs up.
Please give this video a thumbs up. Tell us what you like. Comment down below and tell us if you like one of these, and we should do this more often. And we have a prize.
You guys want a story time?